Hello. Uh, I'm going to start the video sort of slow, just to, oh, it's not. Hello. I'm going to start this video sort of slow, um, just to see if anybody logs on. Um, I posted a similar video to Instagram. I was going to attempt to upload it to YouTube so that I could share it with my Facebook friends, but that didn't want to upload. I think YouTube's having some sort of issues or something. So I was going to do a Facebook Live video as well. Um, Thinking about possibly be doing more videos for Boreware. Uh, since this is on my main account, for those of you that don't know, I have been doing fashion and fabric design for the last few years. Um, and if you don't know, I might as well also tell you I'm rather quite good at it. Um, I've been doing fairly well. Uh, the other day, um, at our house, we got we got this rather large package in the mail. Oh, my son struggled to carry it to the house. He wanted to know what was in it because it's rather heavy. And I actually ended up weighing it, and it is 19.6 pounds. Um, well, inside this box are 700 enamel pins I ordered. That's 7 different enamel pin designs, 100 pins each, and I had ordered them custom with my Boreware designs. Now, if anybody doesn't know, I have ordered enamel pins in the past. I ordered 300 pins last time, and I'll show you what those are real quick. Well, last time I did 1-inch pins, and I've been selling them for $10 a piece. And these are the pins. So I have this one that says Yarn Addict. It's, let me see if I can get closer so you can see it better. It's sort of a yarn ball heart with a tattoo banner on it for crafters. If I didn't mention, these are all 1-inch pins. There's this one, which I call Knitwit. It's a skull with knitting needles, crossbone, and it's got a yarn brain. And then lastly, I have this crochet hook, Sailor Jerry style tattoo design that says always hooking. For those of you who don't know, that's crocheting term. I said I have been selling all of these for 10. The crochet hook, however, the text is a little small, and so I think I had decided that I wanted to reprint her at 1.5 inches after I sell these out. So this one's $5, marked half off. I can still make a teeny bit of money, but not much. It'll cover my costs. And as I said, after I sell out of that, I'm going to get it redone at the 1.5 size. I was happy with the 1-inch pins. And then I got these, and these are all 1.5 inch or larger. And I really, really, really like the 1.5 inch size. So I might end up deciding to do the Knitwit and Yarn Addict if I sell out of them as 1.5 inches. So I don't have any collector limited edition pins yet, but these will end up being the closest I have to that because I think after they sell out, I won't be printing these pens in 1" ever again. So without further ado, I'm going to get into my pens. So they came, each design came in its own individual bag. Hey Thomas, I'm showing off some of my pens. So each one of these sets of pins, they came in their own bag. Each pin's individually polybagged. As I said, I got 100 at each design. Let me put this to the side. I'm opening it up now. This one is, it says love in ASL. I said it's 1.5 inches, and that's across. Interesting fact about this design is, even though there's multiple skin tones and none of them I think actually match mine, these are all my hand. I didn't want to be copying anyone else's art. I wanted to get my own reference pictures, so I did the signs for love, and then I took pictures of my hands, copied it, and that's the pen you got here. It's a double closure back. If you look really close, you can see my Boreware logo is dead center. Because one of the things about my pens is I really don't want people stealing my designs, but I want to get to the point where I'm good enough that people are going to do it anyway. And so in the future, if somebody gets a pen, I want them to be able to go, okay, that's a Boreware design, because it's marked on the back. Again, another bag. This one, I'll show you real quick. It's a rockabilly style design. It was a design I sort of made for my wife. She likes rockabilly. And I've gotten a fabric with this on it for her to make a dress for her blouse with. I'm not going to get used to showing this correctly in the camera. So these are my cherry skulls. And you see there's 2 little skulls there that are cherries. Again, double enclosure, Boreware symbol on the back. This one I'm sort of happy with because they got the little knockout there. It's an actual empty space as opposed to just solid metal on the enamel pen. Next. Alright, another bag. This one is one of my funnier designs. It's actually one of my best-selling fabrics. So I sort of was like, well, I kind of have to make that. So this one is an enamel corgi butt. Again, it's 1.5 inches in size. And again, it's got the double enclosure on the back and the Boreware symbol in the center. Like I said, this is one of my favorite best-selling designs. Now, when I decided to make these, I actually got some opinions from some ladies who have supported me in the back. They'd all bought enamel pens from me from my first batch. They've all bought my fabric or clothing or something else I've made. So they've supported me in the past. They're familiar with my brand. They're excited about my brand. They like the quirkiness of it, so I know they sort of identify with it. So I had told them that I was going to do 6 pens, and that 3 of them were going to be the ones I'm showing you next. And then I had them help me limit down my designs to the three I just shown you, the cherries, the corgi butt, and the love symbol. So they helped me pick those out, and then I was like, okay, I got three that I know I'm going to do, because I got an event in October and I wanted some Halloween themed pins. And then I have a seventh pin that I hadn't told anyone about because I wanted to keep it a surprise from everyone. So that's going to be the last one I'll show you. So for my first Halloween design, I got a Sphinx vampire or Dracula horror head. As I said, he's 1.5 inches tall or 1.6 inches. I don't exactly remember, but he came out really well. He looks fantastic. And just for a reference, as I said, the 1.5 or 1.5. This is the 1-inch pin next to it. As you can see, there's significant difference in size. And this is why I think that I'm just going to end up, after I sell out of these, just swallow the cost and go to the 1.5-inch size, just because they're very big. They're epic. I love the size of them. They look very high quality. They're jewelry grade, hard enamel pins. And this is something that I would love to continue doing and keep putting out new pins. I like enamel pins. But right now, I mean, I've sunk a significant amount of money in it, and I can't justify continuing to do this unless I also sell them, because it's too expensive for me to just have a handful of custom enamel pins for myself. The next one up is Frankenstein's monster Sphinx head. Again, same size. He's got the double clutch on the back and then the Borrower symbol. One more horror head. Okay, here it is. And last but not least, for the Sphinxes, I did a mummy. You can really, you can see the shine. It's sort of glaring off my screen. These things are really shiny. They're practically jewelry. Again, double clutch, and my name on the back. Alright, last but not least, this is the one that I didn't tell anyone about. I wanted it to be a complete surprise. Part of the reason was because of all these designs I've shown you from this current 7 batch. They were all fabric first. This design I made specifically to be an enamel pin. It was with the sole intention of being an enamel pin, and I have released it in fabric after that, but I designed it because I want it to be an enamel pin. Also, I made a chase version of this pin, which, for those of you that don't know, is a different colorway. So I didn't know if I could do that at the time, and so wanted to keep it under my lid until I knew I could. She's also oversized compared. Thanks, Eva. She's oversized compared to the other pins I've showed you. The other pins are 1.5 to, I believe, 1.6. This next pin I'm going to show you is a 2.5-inch pin. As I said, she has a chase, which means I have 100 pins. 90 of them are going to be the normal color scheme, and 10 of them are going to randomly be a different color scheme. And so this is my pin-up pin cushion So I just thought I was terribly clever when I did it, and I liked the idea of it. Um, I think my wife, this is one of her favorite ones too. So she's got the little classic tomato pin cushion with pins coming out of her head. I'm not going to show you the chase. I'll end up posting that on my Instagram and Facebook after the first person actually gets her. Again, she's got the double enclosed, the double clasp, and my logo, just to show you her in comparison to the other pins. So 2.5 inch, 1.5 inch. She's a pretty massive pin. So as I said, the other ones they're going to be $10, which I think is fairly competitive for custom enamel pins, especially since these are hard enamel. They're not soft enamel, which I was really particular about. But the pin-up girl is going to be a 15. And just again, just for anybody tuning in near the end, and then I'm going to wrap it up. If you want to pop in a question or something, feel free. I'm going to go through the pins real quick. So the last one I showed was the pin-up pincushion girl. I got my ASL Love. Some of these don't show up all that great on my screen because of the glare, because they're hard enamel and they're basically jewelry grade. And this one's also got a knockout in the center of that O. My corgi butt. Corgi butts are pretty popular. My rockabilly cherry skulls. My vampire sphinx horror head. My Frankenstein's monster sphinx head. And my mummy sphinx head. Let's try to get a version without glare and get used to showing this at the dead center of the screen is hard. And then for anybody who hadn't seen my original 3 that I had ordered last time and had since decided to go bigger is the Yarn Addict, the Nitwit, and the Always Hooking crochet hook. Alright, that's all of my new pins. So unless I see some people with questions, I'm going to sign off now. I'm glad that you could stop and look. And for anyone that missed my live video and watching later, feel free to leave comments in the comment section, and I'll try and get back with you. I was really excited to get these. I was happy to just see what they look like, because seeing a sample on your camera screen and then seeing something in real life is completely different. But when I opened the box and I saw particularly my sphinxes for the first time on the top of the box, I was just blown away, and I was like, I love these things, they're great. I'll probably be wearing them myself. I've saved out one of each one for my own collection and pin board, and I look forward to hopefully designing more in the future. And yeah, this has been a real fun experience. Thanks for tuning in, and it's Rob Hoagland, or Boreware, signing out. Thanks.